But what if I did put pomade in it? I mean, now that it's basically kind of dried at this point. Remember, I've become a millionaire thanks to the sponsorship program I've got through Cream of Nature. I am a millionaire. This company pays me just tens of thousands of dollars anytime I mention it, so I've done it enough now where I'm a millionaire sellout when it comes to Cream of Nature, because they all know my name there in the offices of, wait, what's the brand again? Cream of Nature with argan oil from Morocco, perfect edges. So yeah, those people, they talk about me all the time. They know exactly who I am. I'm too tempted to do it, and I'm just gonna do it. Put a little bit of pomade in here. Do a little pushback thing here. See, the whole plan is, as the top gets longer, it's going to add a sense of volume. Oops, I don't want to mess up the part there. So, essentially not really even using a comb, just using my hands to do this. And if I do it right, ultimately, maybe in theory this would hold all day. And what's funny is, to really see how we feel about this, the videos that I film after this will be this way too. But that pomade kind of gives us a better idea of what it would like if it were shorter on the sides and the back. So, all about the parting at the vertex there, right? Okay, so let's just take a quick look at this with the pomade. Yeah, I mean, the main thing for me is just that I'm aware not of this so much, the hairline, but it's just that my hair does fall flat. From certain views, you can see that it's not that it's a bald spot, but it just like bloop, it just like slopes off, and it's been doing that for years now, actually, ever since probably I've been 30 when my diffuse thinning I first started noticing it. So there it is with pomade. Man, I'm seriously inspired to, like, I probably still have at least 2 more weeks before I was gonna get a haircut, but man, I'm kind of tempted to go sooner than later. We'll see what happens. But perhaps my future could be in your hands. Because how many there's like, is it 5,800 of you now? 57? You're actually affecting me. Like, in a good way. You're actually like, okay. I mean, the thing is, the irony for me is, I'm not the kind of person who typically gets my confirmation from other people to know how I feel about myself. I think that's why this is fascinating to me. Because, you know, and you know that I love to mock most of the world. I love to mock most of the world. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the coolest, funniest, smartest, cleverest, good-looking of them all? Let me scroll Facebook and Instagram and Twitter to find out who it is. Hopefully it's me. And then so most people do that. Anytime they post on social media, they're asking a question: do I matter? Am I important? Do you see me? Do you hear me? All those things. And I know that psychology. That's why I haven't scrolled Facebook since Trump won the election. I honestly haven't. I have no interest in knowing what people think and care. Do I sound like a Disney villain? It's true, but I just don't. I don't care at all. And I guess it's funny to me that, like, okay, well, here's an exception to the rule. I get that much positive feedback from that one video that I'm actually like, oh, okay, well, what else do you have to say? Tell me more about how I could work with this and make this maybe a new thing. So it feels out of character, but I think because it's the exception of the rule, I can get some new feedback on what actually looks best. And I think as I'm sorting this out, I think it's a good lesson to teach anyone who's younger than me what it's like to deal with this hairline now. I mean, like, yeah, you can learn it from a 37-year-old guy, or you can be 23 and be going through this. But ultimately, the message here is that it's more attractive to actually work with that, even if it reveals your actual level of balding or receding, whatever it is. I think that it's interesting that the free market would decide that, at least for me, I look better something like this, and we can polish this up and make it look better, get a haircut or whatever, but ultimately that I would look better like this than I would downplaying the hairline. So I'm still sorting this out, but that's where I'm going with it. Your thoughts belong right here.